What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel for yet another Journeyman free transfer shortlist video. We've already covered some big nations in the game so far, and we finally make our way into Europe, and we're starting today with Eastern Europe, which for me is a potential hotbed of absolute fantastic talent that doesn't necessarily get pulled into a majority of people's Football Manager saves. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So guys, we are in game, and as I mentioned, we have covered a few of these before. We have covered different regions. We've done South America, we've done North America, we've done Africa, we've done Asia, Oceania, and we've also done Scandinavia, and now we're really honing in on Europe, and we're starting off with Eastern Europe. And as you can see, I've taken a job, well, I've not taken a job, I've started a save here with all these nations loaded. So if we go into the add and remove leagues, you can see the ones that I've already got loaded, plus there's other nations that obviously do cater to this Eastern European region. However, these are the main ones that I've loaded in. So you've got Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Ukraine. There are obviously others in there as well, but these are the only playable leagues that are categorized in the Eastern European section if you were to go and scout these regions. So what we've done, guys, is we've put together this shortlist of players who are on free transfers, and this isn't it, because that is David Alaba. I just saw that was the first player that I saw. So then, guys, before we get into it, I just wanted to share with you what nations we do have loaded. So we go to the FM tab, we click on the add and remove leagues. Now, obviously, I am fully aware this isn't the only set of nations that covers Eastern Europe. When you go to scout that region in game, however, these are the only playable leagues that are within Football Manager. So you've got Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, and of course Ukraine. As I said, there are many other nations in this region as well, but these are the only playable leagues that we have in the game at the moment, without any mods or add-ons like that. So what I've done is I've put together this shortlist. This is not the shortlist, so we go into player shortlist, and as you can see here, we've got a wide list of players, 81 players found from a majority of these nations that fit my criteria. Loving the Kosovan in here. There are some, as I said, varying ages, varying abilities, and obviously varying positions. Some of them are younger, some of them are sort of more senior. But there is definitely 81 players on this list. And obviously, if you pair this up with some of the other shortlists that I've done, it will bring in probably the deepest scouting pool that you will ever see. You won't really need to go and scout players because I've already done that work for you. If you are interested in downloading this shortlist, there will be a link to that down in the description. And once you've downloaded that file and put it in the right place, which is, let me show you, if you open up your documents, and it will be from your download section, what you then need to do is go into your documents. Let me just move this onto the screen. Go into your documents. You would have copied it from the download. Go into Sports Interactive. Go into Football Manager 2021. Then you will have a shortlist folder. Click on that shortlist folder, and in here you can see some of the shortlists that I've put together. A 5-year shortlist, Africa, obviously Africa, Asia, Eastern Europe, this one. The new database Wonder Kid shortlist, you can see that video on my channel as well. North American, Journeyman, Scandinavian, South America. Ideally, you'd put them all together and you'd have one super shortlist. I will do that at some point once we've finished all these regions. But then you have it in this folder. Then you go into the in-game section. So you pop that database, that shortlist in there. Sorry. Click on player shortlist onto this tab. Click on the cog. Then go on load shortlist, and then obviously these are all the shortlists, as you can see, all created by myself, available for you to import. So if you wanted to add in this one, you would just select Eastern European Journeyman shortlist, and then you would hit load. Obviously that's the one I already have loaded. So here are all the 81 players. As I said, they're from varying nations. Some of the ones that aren't in the game, obviously Bosnia, Kosovo, some of the ones that don't have playable leagues, at the very least Albania, Lithuania. There's some very good powerhouse countries in here. Now, we all know how good these nations are at producing players in terms of new gens. They also have a very good talent pool in terms of some of the existing players within the game. I believe some of these youngsters, whilst not absolutely breathtaking, would do a job for you, and obviously they would be there for a long period of time. This guy, 29, looks very accomplished, good on both feet, from Montenegro, is a free agent if you are starting in the Eastern European. If you fancy a Belarusian, and why wouldn't you, this guy looks relatively solid, very nice mentals as well. We're just sort of flicking through the list here. You can see some of these guys. This guy, for a Serbian, on the left-hand side, I think he can play as a natural or accomplished in all three of those positions. So I think as a sort of left-sided option, he's very good. This guy looks pretty solid if memory serves. He does look okay. Interesting haircut and trim, but can do a lot of jobs well. As you can see, guys, this is where we are. This is where we are. This is a shortlist. This is what I've put together. So hopefully you can find this useful. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. It is only going to be a short, sharp one. If there is a region that I've not covered and you would like me to cover it, please do let me know down in the comments below. As we are now in Europe, we will start to maybe move forward. I think maybe I might do UK and Ireland next. Obviously, I've still got Central Europe. I've also got Southern Europe as well. So there are some regions that we still need to cover. Please do let me know down in the comments, as I said, which ones you would like to see me do next. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed this video and you have found it useful, even if it was just teaching you how to import a shortlist, drop a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content. I will be back tomorrow with another episode of my Pentagon challenge, where I basically create these shortlists by moving around different geographies and finding the best players in each region. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. But until next time, guys, take care and I'll see you soon.